Hello, I'm Stephen Charles,
And I'm Myriam Jean-Baptiste.
and we're the founders of
LS
Cream
Cream.
Liqueur.
So we are from Montreal, Canada,
Yeah.
and we rep the island of Haiti.
Haiti, baby. We're husband and wife.
We have two kids, Preston and Kennedy.
What up, guys?
So tell us the story how you met.
So we actually met in college. So the way it happened is we have a friend in common, but we didn't know each other. So one day, we were at what's it, the
The
cafeteria.
cafeteria, yeah.
Yeah, and so I saw my friend. He was talking to Miriam.
We were walking together.
Yes. So, anyways, so I saw my friend. He was with Miriam, but on purpose, I went to my friend, and I ignored Miriam, even
Who
though
does that?
even though I noticed her from afar. But I did that on purpose because I knew she was gonna be the kind of girl. How can you ignore me? Whatever. So I did that on purpose. So spoke to my friend like, yeah, we're still on for this weekend, whatever, blah blah blah. All right, peace. And then I leave. And then, sure enough, she started asking her friend like, "Who's this guy? Where do you think he is?" Ignoring me.
I thought he was very impolite. That's what I told my friend.
A few months later, because after that, I asked my friend like, "Oh, who was the girl you were with?" And he told me all about Miriam, and I asked her, out. That's how it happened.
Yeah, that's how it happened. But like I said, I don't know how, what was that pickup move, but
It worked.
it kind of works actually.
What do you remember about that moment where you thought like, this person might be the one?
That's a good question. I mean,
We became friends.
yeah, true. It's
We
true.
became friends.
Yeah.
And then we started to know each other better. And then the more that, we spent time together, we introduced ourselves to, his family, my family. And then
Yeah.
I think it's really when we saw that the values were aligned. He was very like a family guy. I'm a family girl. So,
So actually, so what happened is, being from Haiti, grew up around cremas, and one day I remember it was during the holidays. We were at Miriam's family's.
it was
at
like
her-
a
at her
Christmas
parents'.
gathering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Christmas gathering at her parents, and we saw a bottle of homemade cremas on the bottle, and I looked at her and I said, "What if we took the taste of cremas and put it in the form of a traditional cream, so it could be on the shelf right next to the other ones?" And she said, "Oh, okay, maybe that's a
That's
a
one
good-
of, that's another of your creative ideas that you
crazy
come up
ideas.
with. So I was like, not necessarily taking it serious. I'm like, okay, yeah, like you always come up with different ideas. So I thought that was just another one, but he was
Yeah.
kind of sticking to
The
it.
next day, started my research on how to get into the liquor industry. And I was a mortgage broker at that time, so I had no experience in the liquor business, nothing. And once I had it, I said, "We're going on an adventure, and you're coming with me."
10 years later,
Yes.
what makes LS special? Tell us about some of the highlights of this journey so far.
I think it's really like the fact that we took something that was very authentic and that was really close to our culture. Like we said, we're of Haitian descent. Any Haitian kid that you talk to about cremas, they'll remember like, being young and in the basement during a big party and, just sipping on, you'll always have like a family member that would, let you sip on cremas, or it really brings a lot of nostalgia.
Yep.
So I think that we're really proud to be able to share that piece of our heritage also with the world and to be able to, bring our culture forward. It's something that's very important for us. So, yeah.
And just to add to that, I think it's what makes LS special is the fact that everybody finds a way to connect with it. So sometimes we host like, tastings and like in different areas and so forth. And the crazy thing is that everyone from different age group, different backgrounds, ethnicities and so forth, and they all love it once they taste it. So that's what feels special to us, is that we feel that we've created something that appeals to a lot of people, and it seems like they drink LS and they feel at home.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love it. Where can people find LS?
Happy Cork Brooklyn
Yeah.
in New York. Shout out to Happy Cork Brooklyn.
Yeah, so right now, so I guess we created a website where people go, and there's a store locator there. So on creamls.com, and then people can have it ordered or find it in stores.
10 years in as business owners, there are clearly definitely challenges, highs and lows that come with the journey. What does conflict look like for you? Conflict resolution look like for you? How do you guys deal with that in terms of decision making and running the business together as a couple?
We're really different on that point. I think that Stephen is more like, okay, let's tackle it right now, whereas I need more like time to process. I need to do something else. I need to disconnect completely. Whereas him, he could stay like for hours until that problem is solved. Me, it's like, as of 10 p.m., please don't talk to me about business. I'll get back to you in the morning, and then this is how I find my solutions. Sometimes it's just a matter of like going for a walk, or we do that often. Like if we really have something that's sticking and we're not able to find a solution, we're like, okay, tomorrow morning let's just go for a walk. And for some reason, that's how like everything comes up, and we're like, okay, so let's just do this, and it's just like de-dramatize, I guess you could say, the situation, and we're often able to find our solutions that way.
Yeah, and while she sleeps, I mingle stuff and whatever, and then in the morning I arrive and here's the plan. What do you think? And then we talk about it. And
What's one mistake you made early on that almost cost you either the business or the relationship?
So we didn't get to a point where there's a decision that, like a specific decision that could cost us a relationship. I just think that the whole stress of building a family and honing a business, we're lucky because we have a support system that helps us a lot. I think it takes us all form with everything that we're doing. But a mistake that we've done in terms of like the business, sometimes going too fast, like because you're excited to get into market and so forth, you take decisions and later on it could have impacts on said business and so forth. So, and we had like problems with like distributors, importers and stuff like that, like because decisions were probably taken too fast and not taking the time to weigh in other options. And for me, I think that's a mistake. Could have cost us the business that we were fortunate enough to get on the other end of that.
But also I think that associating ourselves with different people that were from the industry also, really helped us to understand more the business, but also to connect to different people, to have that relationship. And I think that's very key. And maybe like in the beginning, we were a bit more like, okay, we're not trying to do this on our own, but more, okay, let's learn as we go. But as much as it takes a village to raise a family, it also takes a village to raise to make or break a business, right? Because it really depends on who you surround yourself with, and that's probably going to dictate like the outcome of if you succeed or not, right?
And clearly, to get to this point, I would say that you could probably say that each of you have some sort of superpower that you bring to the relationship.
Yes.
And you bring to the business. So tell me a little bit about that. Stephen, what would you say is Myriam's superpower and vice versa?
So Myriam's superpower is the way she connects with people. There's a plan, she's gonna find a way to execute it and so forth, and she's really professional. For me, that's her superpower in a sense that she can convince anybody of anything.
Yeah, I think for you, it's more like your creativity. You've had a million crazy ideas over the years. But again, I think that I really embarked on that one because you were really, I saw your vision. Like I saw it and I shared it also. So I think that the superpower of Stevens is really to be able to, okay, he sees something that no one else sees. And even as far-fetched as it could be, he's able to, bring people together, and
That's how we complete each other.
I think this is a sweet moment to acknowledge something your partner does that you don't say thank you enough for.
Well, for me, it's more of managing my life or life. Like I don't say thank you enough. Like I think even with the kids at home, taking it for granted. I think I might do that a lot. The managing aspect of the family core and all of that, mixing with the business and like she's always making sure that okay, you have that meeting, okay, I'll take care of that. Okay, you have this and whatever and so forth. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And so forth, yeah.
he has a thing with the dishwasher. All right, he needs to empty the dishwasher, and he has a rotation for the dishwasher, and that really helps, especially like in our day to day or when we're, if we're super busy or whatever. It's like the small things that really that I take for granted. But when, let's say, you're on a business trip where you're not there and I have to do it, I'm like, I wish you were here to do it. So I'll say thank you.
Okay.
What's one piece of advice you give to other couples considering going into business together, or maybe at the early stage of starting a business? One piece of wisdom you'd impart to them.
I would say don't.
Tico.
No, when you say don't to someone, if they're really into it, they're still gonna do it, right? So that's the same way that it's like it's a crazy idea, but if you believe in yourself and you really want to do it, and you believe in your partner and you think you can do it, you do it. But a piece of advice I would tell you is don't do it.
Really?
But no, I mean, I'm joking, obviously, but in a sense, it's like get ready, like be armed, be prepared, like be. It's not gonna be easy. You're putting a lot on the relationship. So if you're gonna do it, be prepared. It's not easy. So yeah.
An advice, I think that I would say the opposite. I would say if there's the opportunity to go, like to join, to do it, because I think that it was much harder because Stephen started it like full time before I did full time, right? And I think that point before was harder than it is now, because now I do understand like that side of business. I understand why he was like staying up late, and before, because I was not necessarily like that much involved, I'm like, listen, you could take 5-10 minutes, an hour, like come with us, do this, do that. So I think that no, if you have the opportunity and you're able to do it, I would say, yeah, go into business with your spouse, and just make sure that you're on the same base, because that's how, like, I think you'll understand. You'll just understand more the business, and the relationship also won't suffer as much, I feel.
Yeah, and I just want to add, like, also don't be afraid to tackle other stuff that you can do. Like, you have the business, but you can do other stuff on the side. Like, a lot of opportunities have come from doing LS Cream. So even though we're in the business together, we're also doing other stuff outside of the business that fulfills us personally and financially and so forth. And I think that's also good also to come back and meet in the middle and also get more experience at the same time. So yeah.
If your partner were a Caribbean dish, what would they be?
Oh, a dish.
A dish. He would have to be griot, because he loves griot too much. So with a side of rice and beans, that's what he would be.
Yeah, she would be rasta pasta.
Oh, really? I love it. So.
If you had to switch roles in the business
Okay.
for 1 week, what would absolutely fall apart?
Oh my God, that's a good question.
I mean, asking the question gives the answer in a sense that I think everything would fall apart. Myriam would be like, we're done. If we would switch.
Okay, so I look at the books with him. We have meetings, like regular meetings about like going through the numbers and all of that. But to have to switch places and go through that's not my thing. I'm not. It would fall apart.
Yeah, if we were to switch, yeah, I wouldn't be able to manage all of like and again it's nothing against like that. It's just I'm more like I like to be isolated, and she likes to contact people. So like our ambassadors, like, and stuff like that, like she's the perfect person for that. I wouldn't be the right person for that. So yeah, definitely.
What assumptions do people make about your relationship that are completely wrong?
Yeah, some people think we're unapproachable, like which is totally the opposite.
I don't know. I feel like we're like super transparent and we're
Oh,
not hiding anything.
But I would say that no, I want to add that. Put it in if you want. Sometimes we don't. We were on social media, of course, with LS, and we announce everything that we can about like LS and everything. But sometimes when you don't post a picture with each other,
Oh yeah,
people will assume we're not together anymore.
yeah, we get that often.
So yeah, so that
We
an
don't
assumption.
we don't put everything on social media.
Yeah, so that's an assumption that people have. Like
Love and business together feels like
a roller coaster.
heaven.